Now that our capybara is finished, we are going to go ahead and finish the detail in the heart balloons, finish the detail in the basket, and add our little strings, and we'll get this finished today. All right, I think we should make that one purple. So, we're going to go in. I don't want to make it too many crazy colors, so I think we're going to go in with the same purple. This purple that we did the other purple one. I think we're going to go in with the same purple because I don't want to be like crazy. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be crazy. And I'm going to be careful not to disrupt this one. Now, because this pink one's translucent, I'm going to go over it like this and hope that I do okay. So what I'm going to have to do is go back over the pink. You guys, I'm just like causing problems here. But what have we learned? We have learned that you can cause problems and it is okay because it's watercolor and it's whimsical and it's all going to be okay. But what we also know is that Sarah is a perfectionist. And sometimes being a perfectionist and watercolor don't mix. Because watercolor is not about being a perfectionist. It's about painting a little bit more loosely. Okay, so I am loving. So what did I do to pick up this pigment right here? I dried off my brush and I'm just swiping to pick up the pigment where I want to pick it up and sort of move it down. All right. I am definitely going to need to go over this pink one because that purple is supposed to be behind it. And as you can see, that is not what we're doing. All right. So now we've got to let this dry. So we're going to go down to our basket. Hey, capybara. Okay, basket. Okay, so now we are going to, while we let the balloons up there dry, we're going to work on the basket. Okay, so this reference photo of the basket, we have these like light colored, this kind of two-tone action is what I'm going to go for. So the first color that I'm going to put down is this lighter of the two, what look like they're here to be skin color. So the lighter of the skin color is what I'm going to go with. And see how it has these like long, why can't I, vertical pieces. Geez, Sarah. It has these like vertical pieces of straw or whatever it is you make a basket with. It has these vertical pieces. So I'm just putting in with the light, this light color, I'm just putting in these vertical bands. And I'm trying to make them sort of equidistant apart, even though there's going to be a lot of strokes sort of over them, so it's not going to really matter. And then this one's sort of close to give the idea that it's rounded. Now that those are in, now we can use this color as like the lightest color, and we're going to make the top of our basket. Okay, and so it's going to be a lighter basket, and we're just going to weave these strokes. Okay, so we're just weaving, and then this is around the corner, and it'll be up here. Weaving strokes, weaving strokes, weaving strokes, like your basket is a woven basket. Okay, weaving strokes. Now you can get the sort of idea of the basket, and you can see that the weaving of the horizontal pieces are darker in the base. So I'm going to, instead of using this like very darkest color that we used for the capybara, I'm going to go to this lighter one because I don't want the basket to be the same color as the capybara, because that would be weird. So if you're mixing color and you're not using this palette, just mix a little bit different of a brown so that it's not the same. So now we're just going to go over these, and you're going over, see how you're letting it, you're sort of letting that light piece peek through. So these pieces, when I say they don't have to be perfect, I mean it, because it's a basket, you guys. It's like woven straw. So you're just sort of doing that and letting the light piece shine through. Okay? And yes, I am noticing that it is still a very similar color to the capybara, but we're all right with it. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. And I'm doing, I started out pretty straight, but I'm starting to do these more curved little lines like this to make our basket. So it doesn't have to be like overwhelming. So as the basket curves, these little curves are going to get smaller because you're seeing it from the side. So they're like more curved and smaller. And then these ones, I'm just gonna do this. Okay. See how that sort of goes around? I'm literally just making these curved, with leaving spaces in between so that you can see the that light color of that vertical piece. We're gonna weave it, so don't you worry. Don't be like, oh, that's not a basket yet, because it's not a basket yet. It doesn't need to be a basket yet. Now, as it starts getting to the rounded part, you want to get them a little bit more curved and like smaller, like that. What do you think? See, we're already basketing. We're already a basket, you guys. We're already a basket. Okay, now I'm going to take this really orangey color. Okay, little orangey color, and I'm going to just move some orangey in here and there. It doesn't have to be like as many strokes or anything. I'm just moving some orange into the basket, and it's more like a brownie orange in here. And we're just like, we're kind of just adding another color. The same as we did for the capybara, we're just giving it like the more variations of the color that you use, the sort of more dimension. Wow, that had a lot of water on it. So just so you can see the difference, this right here, there was a lot of water going on. I'm going to dry my brush off and pull some of that up because I felt like it was a little aggressive. A little aggressive. A little aggressive. Okay. And I'm just going to put this through here. Not every brush stroke, but just around. Maybe around a little bit more, around here. Now, if you remember, I was like, oh, I want it to be the basket to have a little bit of like a shimmer. So I'm gonna go in with one of these metallics. And I think I'm gonna use this metallic. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, so this metallic right here. If you don't have this palette, it's okay. You're just using different colors for in your basket. So I am just activating that piece with water, and then I am just going in with the same kind of brush strokes to make my basket a little bit metallic. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, folks. And it's giving it kind of like a like green look, which I'm digging. I'm digging that. Like a goldish, it's giving it like a goldish green color for my basket. Uh-oh. Goldish green. And I'm just bringing that through here. And you'll notice that the more colors I put in here, the more it's going to look like a basket. Now, if you see, in order for it to sort of cross over, I'm going to need to put some dark. And I'm going to use this dark. I'm going to use the super dark that I used for the capybara. And I may even use some black. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, like, in between here, I'm just going to add some super dark in between the rows. So there's a row, there are rows here. In between the rows, I'm putting this dark because there are some darks. There are some darks where it's like woven and it's the shadow. And it's a watercolor basket, you guys. It's not, you know, it's not that deep. It doesn't need to be that deep. It doesn't need to be. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just like making those little stripes a little bit like more random, and I'm going over where I already just did it to kind of just like smear them around. See? Kind of smear them around and make them like this is a basket, you guys. It was not made by a professional basket maker. We are not professionals here. Not professional basket makers. So I'm adding in this dark, and then I'm going in and like, not blending, blending's the wrong word, but just like lightening it. Like that. Little basket. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was digging on the basket a little bit more before I did that dark I'm not gonna lie. That's okay. That is okay. All right, now I'm going to take that darkest color, and I'm just going to sort of create this lighter part up here by like carving out, using like the negative color to carve out the positive color. I'm almost doing it like you would watercolor a braid. Like that. And then I'm going to use that light color. And if you make those like and if you make the sound effects like that, it works. I'm trying to save my lower basket because it's okay because it happens, but that's what kind of happened, is like I didn't like what I did there, and so now I'm just trying to keep adding to it, which is sometimes gonna make it worse and worse, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. You have to make those sound effects, you guys. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to do something. There's gonna have to be something drastic done here. Okay. For my basket. All right, I am activating this lightest color right here. And I think I'm going to highlight my basket with this lightest color and hope that it sort of saves the basket look. You know, in my other paintings when I'm like, oh, this is just not going the way that I wanted it to go. And I tell you that you have to just not give up. That's what's happening right now. I'm not giving up. I'm sort of recreating the initial pieces that I had with this bright color, and then hopefully I'll be able to mask my mistake. You can mask your mistakes, guys. Also, I mean, was it a mistake? Because, I mean, it's basketing. This basket is basketing. Okay. We're doing better now, guys. We are. It may not seem like it, but we are. Okay. Now I'm going to use this color to go in here with this lighter area. We're just basically making this whole basket. Oh geez, that went a little crazy. We got a little crazy. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. We're just gonna get crazy on the other side. Even it out. Okay. Now I'm going to go in. I feel like it's basketing. That's okay. All right. We're all right. All right, but we've got to take this really dark color here, and I'm going to fill in here because this is the inside of the basket. Now we can make this part Now we can carve out like what is inside. What part is like the dark inside area. And now I have just this little bit on my brush of this dark on my brush, and I can keep carving this border. To make the border this is gonna be all right, you guys. We got this. Oh, we got this. It's gonna be fine. Okay. This is going to be fine. All right. Now, in an effort to okay, that's what I needed to do. All right, so now what I'm doing in between the little things to save it, and I'm going to go like this. Oh gosh, I'm not on the camera, sorry. I'm gonna go like this, back and forth in between the rows, okay? And I'm doing that with black. I'm going with the black, and I'm just gonna create these little, I'm gonna go back and forth like this. Yeah, I like it. With the very tip and with like light strokes. Back and forth. Yeah. Yes. And then with just the skinniest, lightest, like wispy lines, I'm just going over to create shadow in between the weaving. Okay. We've got this, guys. This is gonna be saved. We're saving our basket. I was like, oh my gosh, what have I done? We got it. We got it, you guys. It's gonna be fine. So we're just doing light in between, like this. Just like light. And then little. You know what? I feel like what's happening is that we're getting the benefit of all of these layers of different colors, and it's even looking more like a basket. What do you think? I think that that's what's happening. Making sound effects. That is okay. Sound effects are good. Okay, we're back in business, guys. We are back in business with the basket. We are back. We are back, folks. We are back in business. What do we think? Now this part is a little bit heavier on the this right here is a little heavy on the black. So what I did was, with a clean wet brush, I'm just sort of going in and lightening up that part that I felt was a little bit too dark. I might even go in with this lighter color. Lighten it back up. Yeah. All right. Now, this upper part right here, I am, it's blending too much with the capybara, you guys. I don't like that. It's blending with my capybara. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the darkest color and I'm going to, instead of having it, yeah, I'm just going to have to do this. I'm just going to have to make it, the upper part I was going to make light, but I can't do that because it's blending with my capybara. So that upper part is going to be dark instead. Yeah. That's what had to happen, you guys. You don't know. You don't know. Sometimes it has to happen. Yes! All right. Now I'm going to sort of make the bottom with this darkest color so that it has a finished bottom. Yes. We're doing okay, guys. We're doing okay. Problem solving. It's problem solving. And I'm going to take this darkest inside of the basket place and I'm filling it with black instead of the brown. So that it is a little bit obvious that that is the inside of the basket. Yes? Okay. All right. Who is like ready to let that basket dry and just let it be like what it is? I am. All right. Let's go up and work on our balloons. Let's do some ballooning. All right, so I'm feeling like these are pretty dry. Our balloons are pretty dry. Now we can go back to balloons. What were we using? This one? I think we were using this one. All right, let's go like that. All right. Okay, so it is clear to me that our red balloon needs to be more red. Like it seems blatantly clear to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and activate the red because it is now dry. So I'm going in here to activate the red. I'm using the third red down. Third red down. And I'm trying to, you know, really activate it because if you go in just water quick, it'll be very translucent. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to try to carve this out so that it doesn't interfere with this pink balloon, but that it gives a clean edge here. I don't want to interfere with my pink balloon. I may have already, but that's okay. That's okay. It's all okay, you know? It's all okay. All right. I'm gonna do this like so. And we're just gonna glaze here. We're just gonna glaze. I put that on there and now I'm just kind of moving it around as like a second coat of red here, because I think what we're going to end up doing, in fact, I'm pretty sure what we're going to end up doing is adding white with a Posca pen, adding white highlights. I'm going to pull that wet pigment in to this like little bunched area bottom. And then I'm going to sort of use that to clean there. And I'm going to sort of drag this out to the edge here. I am using number 7 round for this. Yeah, I'm gonna try to blend a little bit because I'm not thrilled with how wet this bottom part is, but I think it'll be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right, Sarah. It's gonna be fine. All right, I'm gonna clean up this this balloon a little bit because it did some crazy things. So I am going to go back into the same purple, this purple. Okay, I activated it with a little bit more water because it was drying up. It wasn't totally dry, but it was drying up. And I am going to attempt to make that edge just a little bit crisper of an edge here. I'm just blending that out. Blending that out a little bit. Just making that a little bit crisper there. You guys, this metallic paint does, oh geez, I just moved my whole camera. Hold on, I was trying to move my lights and I just straight moved my camera. There we go. There we go, we're back. All right, folks, what was I using just now? 7. Okay, so I'm gonna continue to sort of clean up. I'm just trying to clean up this edge. It dried like not like a smooth balloon edge. And we want it to have a smooth balloon edge. Not that it has to be perfect. We all know that watercolor is not about perfection, but we also know that I have a hard time with things not looking the way I want them to look. We're gonna darken this right here. All right, so our purple balloon is looking a little bit better there. And then this purple balloon up here, I think I just need to realize that when I work with metallics, the glare is gonna be there. Basically, the glare is going to be a thing when I'm working with metallics. Okay, I'm using that same purple because that same purple was the color, and I'm going to darken and just cut that edge so it's a little bit better here. I know you guys are like, you're like over here telling us not to worry, and you're like being like super precise. I know, you guys. I know. Do as I say, not as I do. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we're just cutting this edge. I'm trying to make it a little bit more like balloony round. That's the technical term. Balloony round. Okay, so I think these guys are reasonably dry, but we still have a balloon in the background up top here that we haven't put any color on. So I think these ones are dry, and I'm gonna just be as careful as possible, because this one is behind. This one is behind all of them. And now that I have let everything dry, so I'm not dragging paint all over the place, I am just going to outline this a very light pink heart. This one is going to be like this. This is the color I'm using, which is just this kind of baby pink right here. And this is a big balloon. It is down here, and I am doing my very best. This might not be the actual perfect brush for this, but it's the one that I picked up. So I'm just trying to get a base of this color down without marring the border between this one and the red, because you could see how this red might bleed into here if I'm not super duper careful. Again, I think I'm going to move my light so that it's not so there's no glare. I'm just sort of filling, but my paint is wet enough to glide, but not so wet that I'm gonna grab that red. I don't want to grab the red from that red heart and have it bleed. I mean, it wouldn't be like the end of the world if that happened, but and I say that because, you know, it might happen. We don't know. We don't know. We're doing our best, but we don't know. Okay. All right. So this is my best bet at this, and I'm just going to put this little bit down here of paint that is the little base. Now I just put paint over that red, so hopefully that's not going to bleed, but it might. You know, what are you going to do? Okay, so now I have to decide balance-wise. Let me zoom out a tiny bit. Nope, that's in. We've got to decide balance wise, do we have the right amount of balloons? Are they in the right order? In order to know, I feel like we have to put the strings in, which is crazy, you guys, because doing strings with a brush versus like a pen or something can get like a little crazy. I'm not like 100% opposed to using a pen, but I feel like I'm going to use the brush. I'm actually going to use this zero brush from the newer set. This is the newer set that I got that I haven't used much of, and I got it on Amazon. I haven't used many of those brushes, but I'm going to use this one. The name is Fuumuui. Fumui. I don't know, but I'm going to try to use this one for the strings, and I'm going to use, should I use gray? Or should I use black? Or should I use like a silver? Ugh, it's so difficult. Whatever I use is going to go over the top of my capybara. So that is like, ugh, that is scary. It's a little bit scary. Actually, I don't want to put my strings in yet. Because I'm going to add like the white sort of almost cartoony shines onto these balloons to make them very balloon-y. And I don't know if I want the black or the silver line to be in there yet. But maybe we'll just put like this one that's not going to be interfered with in and just see if we like this color. So this brush can make like a very fine, and I have them penciled in. Oh gosh. Woof. You guys. Oh my gosh. I made that a little bit too wide. I'm just trying to clean that up a little bit. There. That's not horrible. Using that color isn't horrible. And then I would have to make it that it's like tied around this balloon right here and then down. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be cute. That's going to be cute. So that is the color I'm going to use, this like third orange color here. And orange, I just said orange, you guys, my brain. This third gray color right here. Okay, but is this the right amount of balloons? Or do we need more balloons? That is the question. I'm going to zoom out so you can see the whole thing. What do you think? Do we need, this is my little zoomer. Do we need more balloons or is it right? I'm going to stand up and look at it. I kind of feel like it should have another balloon in there. I don't know. Should it have another balloon like in the front? That the string would be in the front? Like another balloon right here? Like a smaller balloon? I think I'm going to pause and ask my husband. Okay, I decided to add one right here, but I want to turn it And I'm going to show you what I mean. Let me put this on. Excuse me. Like that. Hold on. Okay, so see that center balloon, how it's turned? I'm going to try to turn it this way. And then these like white shine marks that you see on these balloons, I'm going to try to put them on these balloons as well. Excuse me, I have a little cough. And I think we need another red one. So I'm going to make this one also red. But I'm going to make it, I think I'm going to make it a little bit more of an orangey red. And the other one was like a red. So I'm going to go one step down to this one. See that? This one. One step down and make this front one a reddy orange. And I'm going to try to do quite a lot of pigment so that I can spread it fairly easily. I am using the number 6 round from the Grabby. Okay. Here goes nothing, folks. Okay, let's get a little bit more water and let's mix it around. I'm not talking because I'm trying to focus so that I can make a smooth base color. Okay. I was sort of a little bit holding my breath there because I want this to dry very like blended. I want this to not be like have severe lines in it. Guys, I literally was like holding my breath. Hilarious. Okay. Okay. We're going to let that balloon dry. Oh, I didn't make the... That was hilarious. That was like very life or death, you know, energy right there. I don't know if it was like worth all of that stress. Okay, stop messing with it, Sarah. Let it do it. Let it dry. Okay. So that one's going to be slightly turned. So I'm going to have to blend in like a darker line here. And then when I put the I really hope that that blends like less, with less lines than it has in it right now. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to. Sarah, stop touching it. You guys, I overwork. If there is a person who overworks her paintings, her watercolor paintings, it's me. Okay. Okay. I think that that was the right decision. I'm not super thrilled with the fact that this balloon behind it, it's like pencil drawn edge is showing through like a lot, and that's a little bit strange, but it'll be all right. It's all gonna be all right. I might put even another like layer over it. Oh, I don't know. Now it looks like I need another balloon over here. Hilarious. Hilarious. It does though. This one is gonna be attached in the front. This one's attached in the front, and this purple one's attached in the front. I think it's okay. I think it's even. Okay, I've got to let that dry, and then I've got to make a commitment to these. If you look at this photo, at this reference photo, I love all of these like really shiny looking glare marks, and I think I'm gonna use a Posca pen, a white Posca pen, to try to make those look like super shiny balloons. I think that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna let these dry, totally dry, and then I'm gonna put the shines on them. And okay, so we're gonna let it dry. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is not fully dry, but this one is, and I'm going to try. Hopefully we won't just mess up this whole thing. If you want to stop here and be like, I have a cute Capybara Valentine in a basket, great. If you want to try to use the white Posca pen, if you have one, if not, then just stop here and be like, yay, I made a cute painting. If you want to try to make these really bright, shiny bits with the white Posca pen, I'm going to show you how to do that. Posca pen, first you got to shake it. So I'm shaking it. I just don't want to shake it over my painting because I'm scared. I'm a little gun shy because I have shaken it and it has gone everywhere in the past. So now you have this paint pen, and you just like push it down, and the thing goes in, and it makes like a little pile of the white paint, and then I just put the cap back on and set it aside. Now I use this just like I would use paint. I'm going to use this 0, I think. Oh my gosh, I'm a little bit nervous. So I'm following what like this would look like. So, I'm nervous. So I'm going to make this sort of shape. And I'm going to make this sort of shape. Oh my gosh. And then on this side, oh my gosh, this is so nervous. On this side, I'm going to make this shape. that shape and that shape. And I just got paint on my hand. So I'm gonna move this up a little bit. I was just trying to keep it in the shot, but oh my gosh, look at how it's made it look. Oh my gosh, that is actually very, very cute. I'm going to make the sort of stripe down the side like that. And we are looking shiny, folks. We are. Okay. So I think I'm gonna try to do this kind of shiny on this pink one right here. On the pink one. I'm gonna move this up even further because I don't need my water for this. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm gonna make this shape, and I'm going to make this shape. And I'm going to make, oh my gosh, this is so nervous. And I'm going to make this shape. Oh my gosh, I need more. I'll make that shape. And there's one over here. That shape. And another one like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like it's working. I feel like they look shiny. I'm a little bit nervous, but we're going for it. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. I think the red is dry. I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. I feel like it's working, so we're gonna keep going with it. This one is a little bit, I think I'm gonna use this for the red, this like structure. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is cute. This is cute. I'm so quiet because I'm focusing. You guys, we have to focus. We can't mess up. We have to focus. Okay, I feel like I made this not right. Okay. Ah! Okay. It's okay, we can fix it. Oh man. Oh, I don't know if that one might be a little bit too aggressive. I'm gonna try to dilute this one so it's like lighter. Again, Sarah, like reworking it too much. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it because I don't want to like freak it out, but I think that that shine was a little bit too aggressive. That's okay. Okay, now let's use this one for the pink. For the pink balloon, we're gonna use this one. Woo! Oh man, oh man. Is this fun? Yes. Is it like nervous? Yes. Make sure I don't have anything on my hand. Okay. This one is just like this with a straight across. That. Oh my gosh. If this doesn't make you want to go get a Posca pen, I don't know what would. Whew. We're doing this, guys. We're doing it. We're all in now. Now there's no like, there's like zero going back now. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay. What are we missing? Oh, we're missing that like squarish part in this one. That one's right here. Okay. Okay. We are so shiny. We are so shiny. Okay. I think, okay, so now this is the shiny that we're gonna use for this sideways one. I hope you're dry enough. Okay. So this one has a little bloop like this. I feel like it needed to be more pointed. Yep, bloop like that. And then a bloop like this. And then a triangle bloop like that. And then like a swipey bit. And then a swipey bit. Oh my gosh. This is so fun. This is gonna be the longest video on the planet. It's okay. It's okay, guys. Okay. I can't see what this glare is over here. So we're going to have to just make it up. We're gonna make up this glare here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. You guys, it's turning out really well. Okay. All right. Let me take this, the iPad off so you can see. Okay. Now, we are going to zoom out. You guys, if there was ever something that would make you want to get a Posca pen, that right there is it. Okay. So again, if you're like, wait, what was that? This is what it is. It is a white Posca pen, and I will put a link to a Posca pen in my description. Okie dokie. All right. And again, I just squeezed out some on this piece of paper and then used it just like regular paint. Okay, oh my cuteness right now. I'm so excited. Okay, so we have to put the rest of the strings in, and unfortunately the balloon string from this one goes right over his face, so I'm pretty nervous about that because, I mean, that's just where I put it though. What am I supposed to do? I have to do it. So my suggestion to you is don't put a balloon directly above his face. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay, it is in front of his face, but that is okay because that is what it was supposed to be. I'm gonna just like darken it up a little bit, and that's okay. Sometimes you just have to do it. Okay, and now we have a string from this one. Oh my gosh, you guys. No guts, no glory. We went for the like cartoon shine and I feel like it worked. You tell me. Tell me. Talk to me in the comments and tell me if you think it worked. Okay. Why am I so like nervous to do this big long one? I think it's because I don't know if this is dry and I don't want to. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think it's because I can't see the string in my sketch. I can't see the string and I don't want to like make it. I didn't use a ruler for any of these, but okay. That makes me feel a little bit better because I can see it. You don't want to get to the very end of your painting and then like completely make like a bad crooked one. Okay. Can you guys hear my dog drinking water? That is perfect timing, Leroy. There it is. Okay. Oh no, that one goes in the front. So I have to continue through his body. God. Okay. Oh gosh, I made the string be so thick. Oh my gosh. It's okay. I can't fix that. I have to just love it. I have to just decide that I love it. Also, this camera is a little bit on the sitting crooked side. So I should have taped this a little bit crooked, but I didn't. I have to, okay. All right, my sensibilities want to fix this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just, oh gosh. I needed to make it not so severe. There. That works. It works. It works. It works. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, now I want to put a tiny Posca pin speck light shine on his eye. Did that work or make it bad? I think it worked. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I like it not with the shine on his eye. I don't know. You guys. Sarah, just leave it. You know, when you're like, I'm not done. And then you're like, I'm done, but you're not. And okay, that's better. I just made it like a little bit less. Yeah. Capybara. All right. One more thing that I want to do is I want to kind of put some black underneath the lip of the basket, like it's a shadow. Oh, whoa. I had a lot of water. Okay. just to give it like a shadow underneath the lip so that you know that it's a lip underneath the basket. I've been looking at it and I'm like, that's what it needs, so that we all know that is the lip of it. You're probably like, I don't think it needed that, but that's okay. I believed that it needed it. Okay, one more thing that I kind of want to do is I'm going to take this light color right here and mix it a little bit with the Posca. That's wrong. Wrong. Okay, what I'm going to do is take a little bit of that dark brown and mix it with the Posca. I might regret this. I might. I won't. And I'm just going to do really light like little highlights on my basket here. Yeah. It's like one of those things that like nobody will even notice except me, but I like it, so I'm going to do it. I'm also going to do it around a little bit around some of these darker areas that it just needed a little. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Are we finished? Are we finished? I think we're finished. Okay. Now I sign my work with a pen, and I do not see the pen that I usually use. So hold please, I'll be right back. Okay, I just want to use like this fine tip pen. This one is like actually almost running out, but it'll work. And I'm just gonna sign here at the bottom. We did it, guys. We finished. We have the shine on our balloons for Valentine's Day, and we have our capybara nestled into his little basket, floating on his way to see his Valentine. Thank you guys so much for painting with me. If you made it this far in the series and you're not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing so we can paint together again. And if you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see painted next, or a specific technique that you've been wanting to learn, please drop that information in the comments, and we'll see you next time.